Hey everybody, we're live again. All right, I'm just going to send out the link now. Just give me a moment. It's in the Facebook group. Cool, that's done. Popping this into Patreon. And that is done too. Okay, so done. Posts have been put up. Clicking back onto YouTube, and we have our first person arriving. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Who have we got? You may notice that we are in a different live streaming location. I've set up the studio, well, kind of set it up. It was a very rushed job. I just put the laptop against the white wall. But it does give me the whiteboard. Do you know what I mean? So, like, what I was thinking of doing is now that I have a bit more of a setup and I've got the whiteboard here, is I can also write the workouts up on the board, and it can feel like a bit more of a thing, you know what I mean? And you can sort of have a bit more of an idea of what you're in for, like what we're going to be doing for the session, rather than me just sort of telling you as we go along. That does not want to rub out. Anyway, so today, guys, we're going to be doing an apnea walk workout. Hey, good morning. Hey, look at all the USA freedivers who are not waking up in the middle of the night to hold their breath. So today we're going to be doing an apnea walk workout. It's going to be a little bit shorter and a little bit sharper and a little bit more intense than some of the other ones we have been doing. So just to give you an idea as well, you know, the first week, I promise I will not fall asleep this time. Yeah. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Good stuff. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Bartosz. So the first week we did that was, it's 1 a.m. in South Africa, so shorter sounds great. Yeah, okay, good. So what was I saying? Okay, this is our second week only doing this. So the first week, I started by really focusing on like exercises that would allow people to do longer holds. The real reason why I did that was because it would make people excited to train, because I knew a bunch of people would get some PBs. We'd do some exercises that would get them those PBs. Everyone's all excited, and then we all feel motivated, which is super important. So now this week we're doing something a little bit different. So you may have noticed, like on Monday we did like a shorter CO2 static table where we weren't doing any long holds, and we're going to be doing the same thing with this apnea walking table that we're going to do today. We are going to do a no warm-up max today. That's going to be mostly as an experience, not necessarily. I don't expect you to go, hey, good morning, Chloe. Good morning, Guam, babe. I don't expect you guys to get huge apnea walk times today with this max. It's more so you know what it feels like to do such a thing. So this week is kind of like, think of it as consolidation week. This is the week where we're pulling back and we're really focusing on our CO2 and being comfortable with breath holds. And next week, we're going to actually ramp it up again, and we're going to aim for some longer holds again. Cool? All right. So before we do anything, before we do any breathing, before we do any stretching, before we do any breath holds whatsoever, we're going to start this morning with a no warm-up maximum apnea walk. So let's get ready to breath hold. You will find that with this type of an exercise that you're not going to feel as comfortable doing it. But that's okay. The thing is, like with a no warm-up apnea walk like this, the truth is that you will be able, your body will be able to do its best performance without a warm-up. but you won't necessarily feel as good. But it usually takes a free dive like quite a number of years to get to the point where they can feel comfortable doing like a no warm up max in any discipline. So yeah, I'm just kind of framing the exercise in a way that I don't want you to expect you're going to smash out a huge apnea walk. We're really just going to see what this kind of a thing feels like, and we'll build on it from there. Cool. All right, guys. So let's all take 2 minutes. For this apnea walk, we'll just do like tidal breathing, and at the very end, we'll do 3 hyperventilation breaths like we normally do, and then we'll just take a final breath, pause for a little bit, stand up, and then walk. Now, just things to remember. After we take our final breath, we take at least 5 seconds to just sit and let the breath settle before we stand up and start walking. And also when we're walking, try not to walk near any sharp edges, dangerous areas. Don't walk near any stairs. And then, we'll just see how this all goes. Okay. So nose clips on, settling into a nice seated position somewhere. And you guys, you've got 2 minutes to breathe. So we're just tidal breathing here, not really focused on breathing into the stomach necessarily or breathing into the chest necessarily. It is like better to do your tidal breathing into the stomach, but I suppose I don't want to direct you to do that just yet. I want you to sort of find your own way there as time goes on. I think because if I start saying, hey guys, we're going to tidal breathe now, and you're also going to do it into the stomach, and I give you too many like requirements to do just for your preparation breathing, I feel like things get a little bit lost. So we'll do it one step at a time. That's 1 minute. 1 minute until our maximum apnea walk. Keeping in mind the maximum here is the maximum of your relaxation. So we're going to walk for as long as we can while remaining relaxed and happy. All right, and 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, getting ready for the final breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and full breath. Full. And then we pause. Let everything settle. Relax everything. Now we should start to be standing and start our walking. Nice and slow. Moving slowly. Good. Make sure the stomach is relaxed and it can pop out. Make sure the chest is relaxed. It's harder to relax our body in a standing walking apnea walk. Good. Breathe whenever you feel like you need to. It's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute 30. $1:45. Try to control your contractions now. That's 2 minutes We've done 2 minutes of apnea walking. Just remember when I say that we're going for a max, that ends at the end of your comfort zone. 2:15. We're just walking for as long as we can while remaining relaxed, happy, and comfortable. Two minutes 30. $2:45, and we'll start to breathe at 3 minutes for anyone that's still going. We're going to take our breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Very cool, guys. How was that? Did it feel horrible? Did the urge to breathe come earlier? Did it feel more aggressive? Did it feel a bit worse when you started doing it? How did you guys feel with that? Was it very, very different than other apnea walks and breath holds we've done before? Wow, look how professional I am now. I can write the workout on the board, although I think for you it's backwards. I think I actually have to write it backwards. Brutal. Yeah. That's okay. It is brutal. We're going to do this kind of thing every now and again. We're also going to do every now and again. Here we go. Brandon, urge to breathe usually comes on around 3 minutes for me. Fantastic. With an apnea walk, Brandon, really? That's pretty incredible, to be honest. And on that one, they started coming at 1 minute. Yeah, absolutely. Well, so it's my first apnea walk. I did 1:30. That's really good. 1:30 is really good for no warm-up max like that. We are going to do no warm-up statics every now and again. We'll do no warm-up apnea walks. They're really, really good for you. What 1 minute here? No. Okay, let me tell you what they do, and then you'll be happy. When we train no warm-up maxes like that, what it does is it teaches the dive response or the hypercapnic response to switch on really hard and really fast. So you'll require less warming up to be in good shape. That's why we do that kind of thing, because we want the body to switch on into breath holding mode as easily and early as possible. Okay. So I'm actually in the studio where we film the manual videos at the moment. I think I'll do the live streams here because I have a whiteboard and it kind of makes me feel like I'm a bit more professional. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do now just a little bit of pranayama. We're going to do a little bit of warming things up because, we just did a horrible, brutal no warm up. And then we're going to do 10 apnea walks. And we're going to have a 1 minute 30 interval. So it's a pretty short interval, and we're not going to extend the interval at all. Now, with these apnea walks, we're never going to stop walking. So it's not going to be a situation where we start, like we do our apnea walk, we sit down, we breathe again, and then we take the whiteboard. Also, we can see the whiteboard just fine, no flipping. Oh, okay, good. I don't know why I thought it was flipped. Maybe it just looks like that for me in my screen. Cool. So we're going to be walking continuously for all of these apnea walks that we're going to do. Walking continuously. Whenever you need to breathe, you breathe, but you keep walking and then you take your final breath. So, they're not going to be very long apnea walks, but we're going to aim to have really, really minimal recovery. So this kind of an exercise, so like if we look at it in the context of our pure freediving performance, this kind of an exercise is really, really good for getting us comfortable with carbon dioxide, so comfortable with contractions, comfortable with CO2. It's actually starting to get us working better anaerobically because we're constantly going to be moving. So we're going to be draining, we're going to be utilizing a lot of the oxygen in our muscles themselves, and we're going to be operating, or we're going to be walking continuously with a strong blood shift. So we're going to be developing we're going to be increasing our body's ability to work anaerobically, or to work, to work in the way that it would have to work towards the end of a breath hold, if that makes sense. The other thing that this kind of a workout is really, really good for is it trains our body to operate or to work well in the environment in which most of us fun dive, which is like, swimming along, going down, coming up, swimming along, checking something out, going down, coming up. Oh, what's that over there? Do you know what I mean? Constantly moving, diving, not like sitting there at the buoy, breathing for 5 minutes and then going down for a big dive, right? So this is more like getting us ready for, or preparing us, or improving us for the diving that most of us actually do. So that's why I like this kind of thing as well. All right, so let's do some stomach, intercostal, chest, full breathing. It's really good for us to do this. We'll probably maintain this style of a warm-up all this week, and then maybe next week we'll fast track it a little bit, just in case we're not all sort of getting tired of doing the same thing. So guys, let's do 2 minutes of belly breathing now. So just breathing into the stomach, pushing the stomach out as we inhale, relaxing it back in as we exhale. 2 minutes of belly breathing, warming up the stomach and getting it ready for these breath holds. All right, 2 minutes. Good. Just relax, relax. Breathe with the mouth or the nose. I like the mouth more, because I suppose you get used to, that's how we breathe for our breath hold, so I get used to it like that. Just pressing the stomach out as we inhale, relaxing as we exhale. Good, that's been 1 minute. That's been 1 minute 30. Should be inhaling nice and deep into the stomach now. Good. All right, that's been 2 minutes. Relax and breathe normally. Now let's move on to the intercostals, pushing the intercostals out as we inhale. Do this for 2 minutes again. All right? Pressing the intercostals out as we inhale, relaxing, letting everything sink back into neutral. That's been 1 minute. 1 minute intercostal breathing. Last night I did one of these live streams publicly on my YouTube channel. And we ended up having 250 people all holding their breath at once, which was just insane. It was also absolute madness because we were trying to run this style of a workout and there's just tons of questions and comments like just flying in. And I was like, everybody wait till the end, please. 30 more seconds. It was fun though. All right, 2 minutes, cool. Let's start with the chest now. Opening the chest right up as we inhale. 2 minutes again. All right, and let's start. Keep it rolling. Nice and deep into the chest. We took Ellie down to the beach this morning, and I don't think I've ever seen her have so much fun on the beach before. She was just like crawling around in the sand and throwing seaweed around and then crawling into the water. She never actually like crawled on her own into the water, which was very funny. And the water was cold, so but she loved it. It was amazing. Yeah, that's in 1 minute. I'm cracking up at the comments, by the way. 30 more seconds. I'll put a picture in Marie, I'll put a picture in the Facebook group. Alrighty, guys, that's been 2 minutes. Free diving under ice. I've never free dived under ice before, just so you guys know. I would love to. It's like the only thing, one of the things I haven't done in the world of free diving. Okay, so now let's do 2 minutes of full breaths, stomach, intercostals, chest, filling up. When we're doing this full breath one, you can, I suppose, like you can fill up a little bit more than you would typically do when you take your actual full breath before a breath hold. The reason being is that we don't have to maintain the relaxation for this part of the exercise. We're really we're more using it as a stretch. So feel free to maybe exaggerate the inhale, exaggerate the breath a little bit more when we're doing this final 2 minutes of full breaths. So we'll do the first 2 minutes. The first minute of it just breathing, and we'll do the second minute of it where we do a full inhale, and we pause and we stretch forward and then stretch back, and then exhale. That's how we'll do it. All right, and 2 minutes. Yeah, there's lots of photos of Ellie on my Instagram. Lots of stories of Ellie. It's all I do anymore. I just do Instagram stories of Ellie. All right, so we're doing our full breaths. Stomach, intercostals, chest. Stomach, intercostals, chest. Brandon's asked a really good question, and I'll answer it after we finish this breathing, Brandon. at 1 minute. So now we're going to do the full inhales, and we're going to open the chest up while we're holding the full inhale, and then concave it at the end there. So let's start doing that now. Okay, Marie, if you do feel your body's getting stiff doing these, um, take it down a notch. Like maybe don't maybe do a slightly smaller inhale, or if it's actually feeling like uncomfortable, don't do it at all. If it might be your particular flexibility in different parts of the body that might be a limiting factor, or it might just make you feel a certain way. So, in general, if it's not feeling great, we don't do it. Cool. All right, guys, that's been 2 minutes. All right, so we're going to get into our workout in a second, but really quickly, Brandon has just said, "How do I feel about packing as a way to increase lung stretching?" So, okay, I will have a different answer for this question depending on who I'm speaking to. Does that make sense? So, like, okay, if I'm speaking to a more of a public group, I'll always take a harder stance against packing as a form of stretching, and that's only because there are quite a lot of dangers in doing packing. It's very easy to injure yourself. I've injured myself several times actually with packing because I was sort of taught just to do it really hard and aggressively, and I wasn't given the right advice. So I'm a bit more conservative when I talk to people about it. But packing as a way to increase your lung, to increase your total lung capacity is actually fantastic. Should we do a packing workshop? Maybe I can dedicate a whole live stream to it, and that would be a better thing to do. What do you think? If that's give me an indication if you'd like that, or if you've already done something like that before and you don't really need it, let me know. You know what I mean? Because if we do it, I could schedule like an extra live stream that week, and then we'll still keep our regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday workouts. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Brandon says he wants it. He gets it. Okay, cool. So I'm going to schedule that in for next week. So next week we're going to do a packing workshop, and I can go into it properly, and that way I can give you all the information, with all the risks involved. Yeah, packing workshop sounds good. Yes. All right, cool, guys. We are going to start our workout now. So let's do our first trendsetter. Yeah, let's do our first. I'll breathe up. Our first breathe up in the sitting position, and then we're going to roll on into it. Fascinated by packing. Yeah, cool. Very cool. I don't know how professional this is. I really have to go to the bathroom. I was holding on. I was all good. Would you mind if I took 5? I'm so sorry. I hope you're all still here when I get back. It was all good. I was all fine. But then sometimes when it just hits you and it's morning here, it just hits you. And sorry, I'll stop. I'm going to run. I will be so fast, and I will be back. I'm so sorry. I was thought I would be fine. Literally a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Okay, I'm here. Sorry. All right. Okay. Are we ready to go? Oh, we've had a cool conversation here. I miss Bali too, Lubor. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's start our workout. So here, the first one we're gonna do our breathe up. Guys. Wait, the first one we're gonna do is sitting down, our breathe up, I mean, and then we're gonna stand up, and once we stand up, then we're just walking continuously. Cool. All right. So let's get our nose clips ready if we have nose clips with us. Does another thing, if not everyone has a nose clip, I might try to organize like a cheap Patreon deal for you guys, where like I'll cover a bit of it and then I'll get it sent out to you nice and cheap and then you cover the rest or something like that. You know what I mean? To make sure that we all have a nose clip too, because it makes it a bit harder to do these exercises without a nose clip. Okay. All right, guys. So we'll take 2 minutes to breathe before our first breath hold. 2 minutes to breathe. I think we will organize a nose clip thing. All right, that's been 1 minute, so we have 1 minute to breathe. Nice, relaxed, tidal breathing. All right, now 30 seconds. First hyperventilation breath. Second hyperventilation breath. And take your third one. And get ready for our final breath. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final breath. Sit for a little bit. Don't stand up straight away. Now we should start the stand and we start walking around. Walking nice and slow, making sure our shoulders are relaxed, making sure the chest is relaxed, relaxing the stomach as much as we can, letting it pop out a little bit. That's been 45 seconds already, which gives us 45 seconds to breathe before the next one. We're going to be walking continuously in between these breath holds. 1 minute. One minute 15, which gives us 15 seconds before the next breath hold. These will be shorter and sharper. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 full breath. Hold. And we start walking. Good. You can stop your walking when you take that full breath, but stay standing up. Otherwise, we're walking the whole time. That's been 45 seconds. One minute, 30 seconds to breathe if we're breathing before the next one. One 15. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. Full breath, and we start walking. As we start walking, we disengage the stomach, we disengage the chest, we disengage the shoulders. We try to walk nice and slow, slowly at the speed in which we would be finning. We want to aim to have a consistent time here. So try to find a time in which you're comfortable. Whether that's 30 seconds or 40 seconds or a minute 10 or whatever you can get to every time, consistently comfortable. That's been 45 seconds already. It's been 1 minute. We have 30 seconds to breathe. That's been 1 minute 10. That's been 1 minute 20, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. And we start walking. Let the stomach pop out as much as we can. Let the chest be relaxed as much as we can. Keep the eyes soft. We have to have the eyes open to see where we're going. Let's keep them nice and soft. "45 seconds. It's been 45 seconds already. It's been 1 minute. One minute 10, 20 seconds to breathe. That's been 120, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax everything. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the stomach, the chest, the back. And we're walking. Now, because we're walking continuously in between the breath holds while we're breathing, you will find that you probably don't get a chance to stop your recovery breathing. You probably find that you start recovery breathing and you keep recovery breathing all the way until you take your next breath, and that's fine. That's fine. When it comes to doing CO2 tables with this level of intensity, that's not considered hyperventilating because you still have so much excess CO2 in the body. That's been 45 seconds. One minute. One 12. 120. We have 10 seconds to breathe. I'm getting ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and full, relaxing, walking, stomach, the chest, everything is disengaged, everything is loose and relaxed. Walking nice and slow, using our relaxation to postpone the contractions. This is Apnea Walk number 6. We have 4 more to go after this. "45 seconds. That's been 1 minute. "110. 120. 10 seconds to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. That's been 45 seconds. Staying relaxed, keeping everything loose, walking slow, controlling our contractions. That's been 1 minute. We have 30 seconds to breathe. One minute 10, 20 seconds. Ten seconds, 1 minute 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Walking. Stomach is relaxed. The chest is relaxed. The shoulders are loose. We're using our relaxation to postpone the contractions as much as we can. That's been 45 seconds. That's been 1 minute, 30 seconds to breathe. 2 more to go. 110, 20 seconds. 120, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. Keeping everything disengaged as we walk. 45 seconds. One minute, 30 seconds to breathe. The next one will be our last one. 110, 20 seconds. 120, 10 seconds. Last breath hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Full breath. Relax that stomach. Relax the chest. Relax the back. The shoulders drop. Let the neck go loose. Walking slowly, relaxed. This last one, feel free to extend it a little bit longer, but we won't go further than 1 minute 30. "45 seconds. "1 minute. Controlling our contractions. We can use the tongue block while we're walking. 1 minute 10. 120. And we're all going to start to breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Woo! Cool. All right, take a seat. You might need to sit down after all that. How was that one, guys? Where were your average times? You know what I mean? Like, how close were you able to consistently get to that 1 minute 30 barrier before we started the next one? So where were we kind of up to? It's totally a different kind of an exercise when you have to constantly walk, when you're not taking time. Brandon, was that a dab, Brandon? It's totally a different kind of exercise when you have to keep walking and you can't like sort of just sit down and breathe again. Ferdinand, you liked it. Good. That exercise is one of my favorites. I really like apnea walking exercises where you are continuously moving and you're using breath holding intervals. We'll do more of those as time goes on. So yeah, Might need to go to the washroom again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, you will. Oh, you know, it's really funny. As soon as I start like breathing into my stomach, my body is just like, yep, it's time to go. It's time to go to the bathroom. We need to go. I'm like, oh no. Brandon, I got to 125 each before each one. I quite liked it. Fantastic. Marie, close to 102, 105. Fantastic. Hey, guys, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Good. So, like, not so good. What do you mean not so good just over 1 minute, Alex? What are you, crazy? Over 1 minute is fantastic. Think about it this way. We just spent, what's 10 times 130? It's, you know, don't judge me. 15 minutes. We just spent 15 minutes where you were holding your breath for most of that time, and you spent 15 minutes with constantly elevated CO2. Yeah, it's totally 15 minutes. Good. I'm on the right spot. So you spent 15 minutes with elevated CO2 and 15 minutes holding your breath for most of the time. I mean, that's when it comes to CO2 training, that kind of stuff is what really bumps you up to the next level. It's all well and good to do, like, for example, many breath holds all in a row. We have lots of recovery. But if you haven't noticed, like, a lot of the static exercises that we've been trying to do have been based around having, like, well, obviously you deciding when you breathe, but having that minimal recovery in between the breath holds, like even 30 seconds, and doing a long breath hold. Because you want to spend long periods of time, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes with elevated CO2, because that's what really forces your body to make an adaptation and make a change to the CO2. To increase intensity for this, would you recommend speeding up walking or holding for longer? I would recommend holding for longer. And given all the times that you guys are putting in here, I think on the next one, we'll probably do it at 1:45 intervals or something like that. Feels like we are snorkeling for 15 seconds, dive for 1 minute, resurface and repeat. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Cool. All right, guys. Okay, on Friday, I think I've been kind of thinking about something fun for Friday. I wanted to always do like once every 2 weeks. I wanted to do something totally different than just like apnea walks or static. So I wanted to do like a kind of like breath holding workout where we're doing like different exercises, like squats and push-ups and statics incorporated into a total workout. And what we're going to do is it's going to be an AMRAP, which stands for as many reps as possible. So we're going to have a time frame, and we're going to have like, all right, how many of these can you do? How many of these can you do? How many of these can you in that time frame? And I'm going to do it as well. And we're all going to do it at the same time. So I won't be able, I'll be providing as much coaching as I can, but we're all going to do it. And hopefully I don't embarrass myself. All right, cool. So that's what we're going to do on Friday. I'm going to make sure I do not eat before that, because yeah, that will be a deal breaker if you got food in the stomach before that kind of thing. All right, guys. As always, any questions, shoot me questions. I hope you guys are doing well. It's always good to see you guys. I need to find out where this dab emoji comes from, Chloe and Brandon. I like it a lot. All right, be well, be safe, be healthy, be happy, all those things. Don't go too crazy inside, and I'll see you guys on Friday or in the meantime. All right, see you guys. Catch you very, very soon. Thank you again for joining, and I hope you like our new location in the studio.